So it really started off my spiritual journey. I've always been a spiritual person, but what really took off my spiritual journey was plant medicine. When I started diving into and doing research on medical, mushrooms and DMT and all of these things. All of these things were very scary for me because I never done anything like that before. I've never done any drugs. Weed, recreational weed was the only thing I've ever tried. So trying these plant medicines was a very big deal for me. I was very fearful in the beginning, but doing it has definitely changed my life. I've done this beautiful mushroom called Nino Santo. And I did all of these things in a ritual setting with a shaman, with prayers and proper care. I always had multiple people taking care of me and watching over me and making sure that everything was good and that I was safe. And it's crazy when like the universe starts putting little things like little puzzle pieces for you to lead you down this path when it's meant for you. It definitely has to be something that you feel called to, that you keeps coming up, and you're just like, okay, what is this? How does this work? And that's when I finally surrendered and was like, okay, I'm going to try it. Peyote was the first thing I tried, and it was in a ceremonial setting with a shaman. And I became friends with this shaman. She was amazing. She was a beautiful woman who literally, wanted to guide me and take care of me. And she was a psychic medium. So she was able to tell me a lot of things that I didn't know. Like, she didn't know me, and she was just able to somehow convince me, like, hey, you need this. You're meant to do this. And I did it with family. I wasn't alone, and it was insane. It was a beautiful experience. I was able to connect with my higher self. I was able to get all of these beautiful messages from my ancestors. I literally saw everyone who passed away in my family lineage come up to me and give me guidance and give me advice on what I should do, or if there's someone living still here, how to help them, if I could help them deliver a message. And in that whole setting is where I realized that I as well have always been intuitive and had my gifts. I just wasn't aware of them. And ever since then, I've had this kind of sixth sense that has been pretty overwhelming to work with that in the beginning, but I've learned how to manage my gifts and be able to help others and lead others with this new, found of sixth sense that I've been able to been attuned into. Um, and after I did peyote, I did Nino Santo, which is a holy mushroom from Mexico. And that one really just taught me a lot of lessons that I still had to work through. It really showed me, like, dive deep of like how I need to learn to be by myself and be okay with being by myself and loving myself. And it was just such a beautiful experience. And I've sat with the medicine twice, and I always come out so happy, so joyful, so in all of life, because life is beautiful, and we sometimes just get so caught up in the dirt and the stuff of the day to day that we don't realize how amazing life is and how beautiful it is to be alive. And the mushrooms definitely did that, and like showed me a newfound appreciation for life and for living. And just, I'm so grateful every day to be alive. And I can say that because of plant medicine, like, I have this new love of life. And the last thing I've done is Bufo, which is DMT, and that comes from the frog, and it is out of this world experience. I didn't really want to do it, but I knew that I had to because I was just being called to it. Like, the universe was just again putting puzzle pieces all together where it's like, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I was like, if it comes up, if it presents itself, if you put it in my path. And everything was aligning up to the moment where I was like, okay, I surrender whatever this medicine has to show me, whatever this medicine is going to teach me. I'm here for it, because out of everything I've done, I've always come out more stronger, more alive, more grateful, and happier than ever, because I've been able to grow and learn from each medicine. And so I did the Bufo, and it was a life-changing experience. Again, it was like a different awakening. um, it really showed me how I was like one with the universe, and the universe is one with me. It really showed me the law of one. And it really broke that fear that I had of death, because I always feared death since I was little. I mean, I grew up in a very fearful mindset, like everything fear, 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 fear. Because I was a girl, you know, my family was just like, you're not supposed to drive, you're not supposed to go out by yourself, you're not supposed to. So I had fear so much inbred in me that doing plant medicine was a big step. It definitely showed me how brave I was. I never thought I was a brave person until I did this, until I stepped in and like did it. And I've was able to, you know, talk to my friends and stuff about it, and try to tell them like, hey, you should do it. It's amazing. It's great. And they're like, you're crazy. No way. And it made me realize how brave I was, because I've always been able to step out of my comfort zone, try something new, and come out 10 times stronger and better from it, because I was able to step into my darkness and step into my fears. And I've learned so much from plant medicine, and I love plant medicine, but I definitely learned my limits of like, okay, I only do this now going forward. I only do this once a year. Once a year, I give myself an opportunity to recollect and prepare myself for this. And it's also like, what is it that I really feel that is calling me, that is, you know, telling me, hey, you know, come experience this. Because every plant medicine is different, and I definitely agree that it's not for everyone. Some people are not meant to do mushrooms. Some people are, you know, don't, you know, feel comfortable doing a lot of these things. And I'm really aware of that, and I've learned a lot from it. But I definitely want to be the voice of like, hey, this is not what you think it is. It's not a horrible thing. If anything, if you do it in a ceremonial setting, if you do it with the right people, and you do it for the purpose to heal, so many things can come up and help you heal. It's really like deep therapy, where you just really, if you don't know what problems you have, if you don't know what you need to heal from, plant medicine is amazing, because it will show you, this is what you need to heal from. This is your trauma. This is your health, you know, childhood trauma. And then you can afterwards dive into it, you know, and really start working on what it is that you need to, you know, how you need to heal from these things, which is really what I've been trying to learn, dive into more so, is tools, you know, therapy, breath therapy, yoga, you know, meditation, you know, how to deal with the trauma that you have. And it's just been such a beautiful journey. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with you guys.